What's up, good people? Tres Cathos 1314. Big shout out to Goretti. Um, this is for the Goretti experience. Her upcoming movie, the new release. What you got? Bushfaller. I happen to be in Chicago, and I happen to have had that same experience. And I think I had one of the craziest experiences ever. When I got here, I landed in D.C., but when I was flying out from Paris to Washington, what had happened was I had seen this chick on the plane, and I was like, "Hey, let me go holler at that chick, right?" And I was out there, it was my first time flying to the U.S. and all that stuff. Right? We're talking back in the late 90s, upwards to about early 2000s. So I saw this girl. She was coming. We had connected at Charles de Gaulle in Paris. So I went up to her and we started talking. I grew up in Yaoundé, and also talking to a girl on a plane, I figured it wouldn't be the hardest of things. So I went out there. I was talking to her, and it was about an 8-9 hours flight. And we had the same seat, so we're talking all night. And she's like, "Where am I from?" And this is me showing up, blowing off my whole trumpet and stuff. Yeah, I'm from Cameroon, but I get to go to the U.S. all the time. I hang out there all the time. And she was like, "Oh, that's nice." She lives in D.C. Yeah, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to D.C. this time." Because, yes, I was heading to Washington, D.C., but I was actually supposed to reach D.C. and then head out to Florida. That was my path, but it was also my first time going out. So she's like, "But if you're going to Florida, why don't you just get a direct flight from Paris to Florida?" I was like, "Nah, that's all right. What's going to happen is when I get to DC, I'll get a cab." Now, I didn't know a cab was a taxi. I didn't know. I thought a cab was like a bus, like you have guarantee. And that's what I knew. I always saw these things in the movies, and I was like, "Oh, a cab, it's just like a bus. I'm catching a cab." I had no freaking clue a cab was a freaking taxi. And she's like, "You're gonna take a cab from DC to Florida? You must be too rich and too stupid." And I didn't know where she was coming in with this, yeah. And at that point, she stopped kind of like talking to me. She knew that I was like a rookie. I was just trying to show off. And that's how I lost my first babe. That's how I lost my first girl in the U.S. Because I thought I knew too much. But my bushfall experience actually backfired. I have long since learned that a cab is actually a taxi. I don't know what world I was thinking that a cab was actually like a bus. I don't know. But that was my bushfall experience. Peace out. It's been Tres. I wish you all the best. I'm looking out for that movie. I'm at the studio Pillow Talks. We're about to have our own show going on. So when Julia comes out, I'll have her do her own production and send it out to you. Okay? All right. Love you, and have a good red carpet, good run, good audition or your movie. And I'm looking forward for it. Bye.